Hey everyone, welcome back to Tisfoulla Academy. So, as you can see, right after creating a new Next.js project, you're going to notice a bunch of files and folders show up. In this video, we're going to go through them one by one, and I'll explain what each of them does in a simple and clear way. Let's jump in. Let's start with the .next folder. This one is automatically generated by Next.js when the app runs. It holds all the build files and handles routing, page rendering, caching, and more. You don't really touch this folder, it's all internal. Just know that this is where a lot of the Next.js magic happens under the hood. Then we've got the node modules folder. It includes all the packages your app needs, like React, Tailwind, and anything else you install. You'll never really edit anything in here. But if something breaks or acts weird, one trick is to delete this folder and run npm install again. That fixes a lot of issues. Next up is the public / folder. This is where you put any static files that don't need to be processed, like images, logos, or simple JSON files. If you add a file here, say logo.png, you can access it directly with /logo.png in your code. Don't worry, we'll see examples of this in the next videos and in real projects. Alright, the most important folder. Zstas. Inside you'll see an apps directory. This is where all your actual pages and UI live. Layout.tsx. This is your base layout, like your main structure. Stuff like the navbar, footer, and fonts usually go here. You'll also see some code here that imports fonts, global styles, and sets metadata. Don't worry too much about it right now. You'll be customizing this a lot as your project grows. Page.tsx. This is basically your home page. What you return here shows up at the root URL / global.css. These are your global styles. If you're using Tailwind CSS, you'd import it here. Yep, the little icon that shows up in your browser tab. This is honestly the folder you'll spend most of your time working in, adding pages, components, and styling things. Let's take a quick look at the config files in the root. Tells Git which files or folders to ignore, usually stuff like Next or Node modules. eslint.config.mjs helps you keep your code clean by showing warnings or errors when you make common mistakes. Next-env.ds. This one helps TypeScript understand your Next.js environment. You usually don't need to touch it. Next.config.ts. This is where you customize how Next.js behaves, for example, enabling image domains or setting base paths. Postcss.config.mjs. Used when working with Tailwind CSS. Helps with processing your CSS files. We have here package.json and package-lock.json, the brain of the project. So first up, we've got package.json. And honestly, this file is like the brain of your Next.js app. It tells the project what it is, what it needs, and what it can do. You'll see stuff like this. Let's break that down real quick. The scripts section lets you run commands like npm run dev to start your dev server, or npm run build to create a production version. Then you've got dependencies. These are the main libraries your app needs to actually work. And dev dependencies. These are tools you use during development, like TypeScript, Tailwind, eslint, etc. Now, right next to that, you'll see package-lock.json. Think of this one like the blueprint of your exact setup. It locks down the versions of everything installed. Super useful when you're working on a team or deploying somewhere. It helps make sure everything works exactly the same on every machine. You don't edit this one by hand, npm handles it for you. And finally, there's tsconfig.json. This one's for TypeScript. It controls how TypeScript behaves in your project. You can set up things like aliases, compiler options, and strict rules here. It's like the settings panel for your TypeScript setup. So what's the takeaway? If you're new, don't stress over every config file. You'll mostly be hanging out in the /c/ folder. But package.json, tsconfig.json, and your styling setup, super important as you grow your app. And hey, if this helped you understand things a bit better, don't forget to like the video and maybe subscribe. See you in the next one.